Hi guys. So I've been trying to explain to people the ups and downs of the depression that I'm in, and I actually had a little bit of success today explaining it to a friend online, who is very sweet, um, and who likes to send me positive uh, thoughts or different ways to look at things, and I thought I would try and express it a little bit. I'm going to start off with a little story. I don't know how many of you have siblings or had sibling rivalry growing up with said siblings, but in my experience with my sibling, it seems that our sibling rivalry was a bit more intense than the typical. Uh, Sometimes there was, like physical fighting, and then sometimes there was just psychological warfare. Um, and I can look back and smile at it now because we're friends now. My sister and I would get along very well. But when I was a kid, I used to go to the pool a lot. I used to swim a lot. My sister and I were both on the swim team. It was a lot of fun. We both liked being in the pool. But when I was probably about 9, my sister had developed this game called No, where we were at the pool, and if you said the word no, she would dunk you under the water. And then she would proceed to ask you if you wanted to be dunked. So she would ask me, do you want to be dunked? And if I said no, well, that was the word that got me dunked. But if I said yes, well, then obviously I wanted to be dunked. It's a funny sort of thing now, but at the time it was absolutely, horrific because there was just no getting away from her. She was stronger, she was faster, and I was always getting dunked under the water. So the way that I was describing this particular depression that I'm in right now is that I'm having a hard time resurfacing. It feels very much like playing No with my sister. It feels like I get above the water, like just enough to gasp for air, and I'm still getting half a breath worth of water. And I'm coughing and choking a little bit, and I get that out, and then I'm being dunked back under. And it doesn't feel like, it's not necessarily like drowning, because that implies that you're by yourself. This feels a lot more like being pushed under, um, by the depression. It's a lot more terrifying for me because, in the sink or swim situation, I usually find a way, to just swim, obviously. Sinking by myself, the drowning analogy, is, it happens. But this depression in particular, feels like there is a second body, that the depression has taken on a physical manifestation and is pushing me under the water. Every time I resurface, I cough, I choke, I get just half a breath of air, and then I'm dumped back under. Um, I am, I'm doing all right because I am able to come up for air every now and again. And when I was expressing this situation to my friend online, he sent me a little message saying, well, while you're under the water, search for some seashells, and when you come back up, you can wear that as a necklace. That's some fly shit. uh, he's a positive one, and it's good to have him around in my life because he tends to send me these lovely long emails that help me to feel a little bit better. It helps me to get that gasp of air before being dunked back under. Um, when I'm working I seem to be okay. I seem to be doing really well at work because I have something to focus on, but around the end of my shift, I'm always like, can I leave early? Because I'm so focused throughout the whole day. Um, and then I come home, and it's usually on the ride home where I'm doing puzzles or listening to my music that I just get so caught up in my thoughts. I get so caught up in these imaginary conversations, uh, things that need to be said, feelings that need to be expressed, but they need to be expressed in a positive manner, not in a kind of way. And still trying to figure that one out because I do tend to get a little bit harsh sometimes when I'm expressing my feelings, and that makes me like the asshole. And nobody wants to listen to an asshole. No one. So if I want to be heard and I want there to be possibility for growth, as I said in my last video, possibility for growth and understanding, then I have to find a way to not sound like an asshole when I have these conversations. And so that's what I'm working on right now. I noticed that I had a bit of a lapse, a bit of a backslide, if you will, in my coping with the depression. And I have recognized that there is an issue, I have acknowledged that there is an issue, and I'm working on that right now too. The art seems to be helping, and yesterday I cleaned a lot. I really thoroughly cleaned my living room and even rearranged some of the furniture. And I did it real stubborn-like too. I moved my bookshelf, but I didn't want to take anything off the shelves. So I'd like try and move it, and I couldn't, so I'd take everything off the bottom shelf. And I'd try to move it. And I was just so stubborn. If I had just taken everything off the shelves, it would have taken 5 minutes. But I was just, I'm so pig-headed sometimes. So yeah, that seemed to help too, the physical work and getting things done. So that's my update and my attempt to express what it is that I'm going through right now, which is the being drowned, not so much as just drowning. And yeah, I guess so. That's it. I will continue to update in an attempt to get through this depression. I'll probably be updating more often because this one is particularly stubborn, just like me, and it's holding on, and I'd like to get rid of it. So I'll be posting some progress. Hope you guys all have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.